Good morning, good afternoon, and konbanwa wherever you are in the world. I'm the idol to give you the wings to fly, Cyber Angel Rita Kamishiro of Lucid Multimedia at your service. Hello! Welcome! Thank you all so much for your flexibility. I realized that there was a school event that I wanted to go to today. So yeah, I just want to make sure I get there on time. I don't interrupt anything. So yeah, looking forward to that. They didn't really advertise it very well to the student body. I think it was yesterday that a good chunk of people who are probably going to be going today found out. So hopefully people show up. I'm sure it'll be great. Yeah. But welcome in one and all. We're now back playing some more Honkai Star Rail for their 4.2 patch. And of course, we like to do a little recap here, but I know that they have a recap in-game. So we'll probably see what they have to say there, and then, of course, we can tack on any additional information you might need. Oh my gosh, Prism Portal Panic! What a throwback! Again, for those who are new here, I used to be part of an agency called Prism Project. We had this a project for Prism Project called Prism Portal Panic, and it was a little mini game sort of thing where a bunch of the Prism folks were characters in the game, and we had different skills and things like that, so we had to record voice lines for it. And I was the shielder. I was a defensive, if I remember correctly. Oh my gosh. How am I? Good. I actually ended up doing a lot of stuff that I wanted to check off of my to-do list in terms of getting some cleaning done, organizing. Idle side job was idle side job. But aside from that, doing pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, I did stream that game, didn't I? Oh my gosh, what a throwback. But yeah, today we are back to playing some Honkai Star Rail. So yeah, shall we just jump into... I don't think I have any housekeeping before we get started. How about you all? You have any fun news? Oh, here we go. My Donathon cover, so this is a cover that you all voted on, is coming out this weekend on Sunday. Will be, hopefully, if I remember to write into it after my Xenoblade stream. It's of your voice. The rating room is up right now. What else? I think that's one of the last few things. I think after I post your voice, it's 2 more things I need to post for my birthday donathon, which one of them is being worked on by our editor right now, and then the other one I still need to record. But it's okay. All in due time. Oh my gosh. Am I gonna roll? I don't know. I know Silverwolf has a cool new thing, but I also just got Sparkle for free, so I already have someone I want to focus on. You know what I mean? Because the only other thing that I'm really interested right now in this banner is the Castorus light cone. So I don't know. I have a lot to play with here, but again, I don't know. Maybe this chapter will change my mind. Maybe I really do want Silverwolf level 999. Nothing much. No big news. Done some grocery shopping. Nah. Anything major is nothing in the radar. I see. Oh my gosh. But yeah, we'll see. We'll just have to see how I feel in terms of story thus far. And John, thank you so much for celebrating your membership anniversary. Rita Love, hey Rita, have I ever considered playing Tomodachi Life? All I have to say is I have major Tomodachi Life right now. Yeah, because I keep seeing everyone playing Tomodachi Life and I want to play it so bad, but I don't know if I'll stream Tomodachi Life just because I have a thing. You know what I mean? I have my thing that I do on the channel. You know what I mean? I'm the kind of person where I like so many different things, it's so hard to niche down. But I feel I've finally gotten into a groove of a type of game that I'm okay, cool, you come to my channel and you kind of know what to expect, right? Like an RPG. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll do a one-off stream showing off the characters I make, but I don't know if maybe I'll start it off stream just so I can make all the characters and stuff. I don't know. Question mark. But yeah, I like so many people. So many people both that I know and also that I just see online. Did I end up getting it? No. I haven't. There's so many cool games. Because I know July, I really want to get Splatoon Raiders and Rhythm Heaven. Yeah, I can already imagine it now. Music student plays Rhythm Heaven. I love Rhythm Heaven, though, is the thing. Yeah, anyhow. Back to the swing of things. Let's see what they have here for the recap. And then, of course, if there's anything we need to add to that, we'll add to it. But they do a pretty good job. Even for folks who are new, I feel like there's not too much we have to add on. So let's go here. Oh my gosh, do you see my little pets here? I was doing the pet like side story mission thing. So fun. Okay, so if I click go, there we go. Let me know if the volume's goob or not.
After defeating Sparxie at the Graphia Academy, I followed Himiko to the Imagenesis room, tucked away on the campus, where records of the Herald of Death incident were stored.
Drink my tea.
There, we ran into Himiko's father, Ryusuke, and the two parted on bad terms after the conversation. During a tour of the Express, the two put aside their differences temporarily. Afterward, we received an invitation from Pearl. She wanted to discuss a partnership with me as a fellow supplicant, and invited me to visit her company, Perlux Corp.
So again, if you're like new here, basically this new planet that we're on is having us do like a Squid Game thing. There's 8 players in this game, and the winner basically gets a minute to wish whatever they want from the god that presides over this world. Aha, that's the name of the god. Aha! So that's what they're talking about with supplicants and things like that.
At Perlux Tower, we had a friendly spar with the superheroes, the Daybreak Squadron, and a tour of the Mechatron production process. Pearl suggested that we join forces and host an Astral Express-themed convention, Star Rail Fest, to lure out the remaining supplicants.
So in addition to luring out the other players of this game, in order to win the whole, like, it's called Phantasmoon games, is you have to accumulate wish power. And so the Star Rail Fest is also a great way for not only us, the Astral Express, that's sort of like the player character and her group, but also it would help Pearl, who is another supplicant, I believe, gather wish power, which is sort of like people's wishes. It's kind of like hype, things like that. And you can do that positively, right? By doing nice things, doing cool things, and like getting that hype that way. But you could also, like some of the other characters have done, like start a cult to, you know, get people on your side. So,
meanwhile,
interesting stuff.
Pearl also ordered Detective Ashvale to look for leads on the new Herald of Death case. The detective's relentless pursuit eventually led him to his prime suspect, the charity organization known as the Research Society of Happy Smiles.
And the new Herald of Death case, it's basically a copycat murder. Someone committed murder, unfortunately, and they did it in the style of a very old serial killer, the Herald of Death. And again, like it says here, it led him to the Research Society of Happy Smiles. And basically this cult, basically their whole thing is like happiness over everything, right? Like no matter what, you have to be happy, or else it's your fault that your life sucks, or that you've made other people's life, you know, terrible.
Both Ashvale and Kuchiba witnessed the uncanny ability of Full Wish, president of the Smile Society,
the lady in the middle,
to stir up a crowd. Realizing Full Wish was attempting to interfere with the Phantasmoon games, the two paid a visit to Ashvale's old acquaintance, Cinderborn of the Daybreak Squadron.
Yes, remember the Daybreak Squadron was that group of like Power Rangers guys.
During the conversation with Cinderborn, Ashvale sensed a deep, dark secret behind the happiness surgery that the society offered to its members to erase their pain.
Yeah, so this happiness surgery, basically it's surgery on them that just removes their ability to feel pain or sadness or what have you.
On the day of the Star Rail Fest,
Oh, this picture.
we were invited to the exhibition as special guests. During our visit, we ran into the mysterious Evanescia again. She also happened to be a hardcore fan of the comic series The Fluffy. So, we ended up exploring the festival dedicated to the Express together.
Evanescia again was also the one who helped us get our masks so that we could become part of the Phantasmoon games. And I know, the recap's really fun with this music over this very serious storyline.
However, as we passed through the Xianzhou Law Fu exhibition area, the Daybreak Warriors challenged us as supplicants. Their provocation was accompanied by a smear campaign against me from Full Wish TV.
They're trying to make us look bad.
The Daybreak Warriors launched a massive attack with the reanimated Mega Mechatron, Alloy King Pom Pom. When all seemed lost, Ashvale unleashed his power and broke through the enemy's offensive. However, he also tore open a fissure in space during the process, which took everyone down
I forgot about
to
that.
an unknown abandoned station.
Yeah, we were kind of in the middle of nowhere almost.
The being hiding deep within the abandoned station stirred restlessly, twisting and ripping at space. Thankfully, Pearl was able to rescue us with her timely intervention. Little did we know, things were about to get worse with Ashvale's terrible revelation. The happiness surgery
Not the abundance
was
shenanigans,
actually
I know.
implanting the flesh of Abomination's abundance into Smile's society members.
Gosh, I don't trust that. I can't trust them to not do something suspicious. You know what I mean? The story recap has ended. Head to the designated location immediately to start the mission. Oh yeah, so we left the that sort of rift in space, right? And upon stepping outside, we were like, okay, cool, let's take a break. We see the moon, which is the Phantasmoon moon. I forgot exactly what it said, but it said something pretty ominous, and then they sent out the rankings. The current rankings for the Phantasmoon games amongst the supplicants. And I think Trailblazer, the player character, was first, which is or second, I'm not sure, which is still kind of scary because that means all eyes are on us. So, oh, thank you, oh my gosh. I keep forgetting that the beginning, whenever I switch to the screen, it always freezes my chat. And I don't know why. Still has yet to be discovered as to why that is the case, but what have you? It's all good, it's all good. There you go. Go now! It's second. Still though, second place is nerve-wracking. Yeah, obviously we can't let Full Wish get away
Peaceful
with
days
implanting
are like breezes,
the abomination
carrying the
of
scent of
abundance
wheat
in you folks. This is so pretty, fam. That's what the person says. Look at the big moon. Hello, March. Chat with your companions about the Phantasmoon in the sky. Let's do that. Volume Goob?
Wait, did you hear that? The moon just spoke!
I feel like if I was a resident here and I just saw the moon with a big smiley face all the time, I feel like eventually I'd be like, I feel like that thing's gonna start talking. You know?
I'm not hearing things, am I? The Master of Elation is here?
Hurry, make a wish. It might actually come true.
Hang on. This isn't right. Is it?
Anything here just seems out of the
Winking
ordinary.
moon up there in the sky. It just spoke. For real.
For real!
Hey, it wasn't just me, was it? You heard that too, right?
Yeah, I heard it. I heard it loud and clear. You're not crazy, March.
I heard it too. That's why I came straight back for you. The winner of these Phantasmoon games shall inherit all my authority and become the true, permanent Eon of Elation.
That's so crazy. It's because, again, for those who are new here, originally, the reward was you get 1 minute. Your wishes are granted for 1 minute. But now, the game has changed. If you win the Phantasmoon games, you will become the god presiding over Planet Arcadia itself. The Eon of Elation. The Eon named Aha. So, yeah, crazy stuff.
Which means
Aha, change the prize. The Eon of Elation just raised the stakes.
precisely.
Who's gonna become an Eon?
Aha has raised the stakes. The final winner will inherit the authority of Elation itself.
How funny would it be for Sunday, who just like had this whole arc where he was trying to become an Eon to like save everyone, but then he went through this whole thing where he's like, no, that's not the way. I can't do. And then like, because he's one of the supplicants, what if he ends up being like an actual Eon at the end of the day?
Are you serious?
Oh
This
my
is
gosh.
so wild. It doesn't even feel real anymore.
Every time a path has vanished or been absorbed, the cosmic turmoil has lasted for dozens of Amber eras. The transfer of an Eon's divine authority. How could that ever amount to a mere wager, lightly traded in a single world's game?
What if like everyone had a piece of the Eon's authority? That'd be crazy. Why would Aha do something like this? Because they're bored. You know what I mean? Have the stakes ever been raised like this before?
Not every Phantasmoon game's ending has been recorded. Many were lost to time, most likely a consequence of the winners exercising their newfound divine authority. But as far as recorded history goes, this is unprecedented. After all, the chance to be an Eon for just 1 minute is already an
Yeah.
irresistible lure for many.
Something about this feels off. Yeah, it does. What's the point of all this?
Basically, unless what the Phantasmoon said is some cruel joke or a play on words,
Crazy.
once the games are over, a new god will be born. One of
God.
unknown identity, unknown morality, and unknown purpose. They won't be a guest with a 1-minute pass to the Elation theme park.
Seems like a lot of
They will be
responsibility.
its new owner. They may spread good fortune and steer the great wheel of the cosmos toward hope. Or they may be a god of utter malice, mocking all who stand against the destruction, intent on dragging the universe into an abyss of despair.
An abyss of despair. Maybe this silver lining is kind of tough. I also don't want to say that the universe is headed for turmoil. I also don't think I wish. I'll say maybe there's a me saying I didn't want to say this, but then I look at everything else and I'm like, you know what? Maybe I will go with the first option. Maybe there's a silver lining here. They're like, are you
You
crazy?
mean a pessimist sees a half-empty glass, but an optimist sees a half-full one. I knew you were an optimist, just like me.
I tried.
Besides, there's no way the Eon of Elation would let their authority fall into unworthy hands, right?
I think the Eon of Elation is just like wants to
Right?
see what happens.
Right?
Oh, March.
No way! It's baseball,
Oh, no.
raccoon, March Bunny, and Hime Cat in the
We need to wear like disguises at
What
this
are they
point.
doing here?
I couldn't even get a ticket to Star Rail Fest, and now I'm seeing them right here on the street.
Whoa. Where did all these
For
people
real.
come from?
Hey, that declaration the Phantasmoon mentioned was about you, right? What are you gonna do? Got any kind of moon landing plans in the works?
Moon landing plans?
You
Uh.
should just hit it with your bat! Send that thing spinning into a black hole at the edge of the cosmos!
Gosh. Wait, hit it with your bat? It's a bat, not a golf club. I mean, you could still, you know. Oh my gosh. You could still do that with a bat. Why would I do that?
You smash anyone who stands in your way with that bat!
My gosh, that's right. They think I'm like a
The way
terrible
they
person,
say
don't
it
they
makes
think?
you sound
Yeah,
like a super
I forgot. Oh, I forgot.
Uh-oh. You don't think that fight with the Daybreak Squadron made everyone turn on us, do you?
I forgot about the media manipulation. No.
Come on, isn't that basically your trademark? You beat the Daybreak Warriors senseless. Oh! All
Belligerent.
these big shots from across the cosmos, fighting to the death right in our backyard. It's gonna be epic!
Epic. Are you brain dead? One wrong move from them and we're in serious trouble. Just like what happened with the Herald of Death years ago.
Sign this for me, future
Oh my
Ian!
gosh. I forgot. Do you all remember who's in first place right now?
Can I be your emanator?
They're taking this very lightly.
We should get away from this mess. Let's head back to the
Yeah.
Express and discuss matters there.
I like the music.
You're back. Himiko messaged me. She filled me in on the Star Rail Fest and the Phantom Moon's declaration. Things really are changing fast.
I don't know if they mentioned this or if I just forgot. How long do they have to collect wish power? Like, is it like a 2-week period? Is it just like whenever they feel like stopping it? Oh. I believe our objectives remain the same.
Yeah, that's right. We came here to win. A bigger prize doesn't change that.
Still, the mere
I am
fact
actually
that the
first place?
Phantom Moon made a
Ah,
declaration
who's
is
second
anything
then?
but ordinary.
Pearl? Not Sparxie.
To prevent the divine authority from falling into the wrong hands, the supplicants may go to any lengths now with their tactics and actions.
Whoa. This is kind of crazy. This is so crazy because now it's like, now people will probably be like, who do I not want to have be an Eon? You know what I mean? It's so interesting, like, watching shows or, like, games or what have you that have the element of, like, I don't know what you call it, but, like, similar to, like, Future Diary, where it's, like, you have a group of people and some, like, godly power or a really big prize, and it's, like, you have a camp of people who are just, like, terrible people who just want the power for themselves to, like, cause chaos. But then you have, like, I mean, there's also, like, within the camp of, like, terrible people who are willing to do anything, even if it means, like, doing bad, like, things. There's also people who, like, are willing to do bad things, but, like, have a quote-unquote good intention, you know what I mean? But then on the flip side, the people who are, like, I don't want to do drastic things, you have people who are, like, I have good intentions and, like, but I'm not willing to do, like, anything crazy. And, like, you have, like, groups of people who, like, don't want to participate at all. You also have people who are like, I'm only gonna win just so someone who's a terrible person doesn't win. You know what I mean? I don't know. Because you have people who try to win who are also like, I'm winning this because I believe I deserve it and I have a good idea of how I can bring goodness to the world. You know what I mean? Very interesting.
After all, in most people's minds, they alone are the ones best suited to wield power. Right or wrong has little to do with it. Such is the nature of human will.
Yeah, and that may be exactly what the Phantom Moon wishes to see. A spectacular, head-on battle of ambitions.
Madam Pearl has sent a communication
ideals are
request to
stronger?
the Astral Express. Accept transmission?
Sure. Communication hit. I don't know.
It hasn't been long since we parted. And here I am disturbing you once more. My sincerest apologies.
Please, there's no need to apologize. Given the urgency of this transmission, Madam Pearl, I assume you wish to discuss the Phantom Moon's recent declaration.
Nothing manipulates people's emotions quite like that moon in the sky. A permanent handover of divine authority. It is unprecedented.
I can't help but wonder whether some malicious presence lurks behind the Phantom Moon.
I think so too.
Still, who else but the Elation themselves could wield such control over it?
In any case, the Phantom Moon's speech has made the public realize that the power to create a
That's
god
so bad.
is in their hands.
Oh God.
Their emotions, and perhaps even their wish power, are swelling to historic levels. The Department of Aberration Defense even detected a surge of agitation and unrest among the Imaginae. When normal people believe power rests in their hands, their decisions tend to grow more radical and reckless. Please, be careful. And make sure to protect yourselves.
Oh god. Protect ourselves?
Correct. It would be wise to keep a low profile and stay out of the public eye.
I'm sure there's plenty of people who don't want us to win, so...
The Media and Public Relations Department has been monitoring public
sentiment analysis.
At present, speculation and criticism regarding the Astral Express are surging.
Oh my gosh, it reminds me of that one character in The Fall of the House of Usher. And her whole thing is that she's like a media, she's like, I don't know, she like runs the media essentially. And so like she manipulates like all the news outlets and stuff for her family. Like whenever one of the family members does something crazy, like she can help them out or not help them out.
I've seen it online myself.
Crazy.
Following the fight with the Daybreak Warriors. There's been no shortage of hostile commentary aimed at her.
Do you guys know about dead internet theory? It's the idea that like a majority of the comments or what have you that you interact with online are just bots that are there to like make you angry or control your emotions or get you to buy something or, you know, like just like manipulate you. And so like, I don't know. Yeah. I feel like whenever, because I feel like a lot of times not a lot of times, but depending on the person, I guess, you find yourself getting like, having big emotions over things that are like happening that you see online or say online. Sometimes you just gotta stop and be like, well, first of all, I can log off. You know what I mean? Like the world still exists like around me if I put my phone down. You know what I mean? But then it's also like a good thing to stop and think of like, if something makes you really upset on the internet, think about like, is it even real? Or like, is the source reputable? Or like, what is the purpose of this like article that I'm reading? Like, is it just meant to stir up emotions or like create a narrative? You know what I mean? Like why does it exist? Is it even real? Kind of thing. I don't know. So, interesting stuff. But yeah, it's so crazy that like so much of the internet can just be like people trying to like manipulate you, whether it's like through bots or like, you know, fake information or whatever to get you to like buy a product that you think you need or like make you want to go somewhere that you think you have to go or whatever, you know what I mean? I don't know. Very.
A commentary program on TV has been claiming the Express's adventures are nothing but stories fabricated by the IPC. Many believe the Astral Express is oppressing the local heroes, and some are even speculating that she is the new Herald of Death.
No, why? Where is the evidence? Oh my god.
What the? What's wrong with these people?
These narratives are undoubtedly being amplified by media platforms steered by Full Wish. I've received a report from the Security Bureau. They tell me that many fans of the Daybreak Squadron have been stirred up and are threatening retaliation against the Express. I'll reinforce security in case agitators attempt to storm the station.
You can control public opinion, can't you? Oh my gosh, are we gonna go into a media war? Oh my days.
I can, but you overestimate what control really means. In the arena of public opinion, those who look strong are often the ones at a disadvantage. And besides,
you'll be distancing yourself from us for a while. Isn't that right?
That is accurate. We intend to scale back our public association for the time being. If it's confirmed that the Express is colluding with the IPC, its public image would only deteriorate further.
Why don't we disclose what really happened in the fight? People don't care about the truth! They already made up their minds!
I cannot agree to this. Clarifying the facts amid a frenzy of public sentiment is like trying to quell boiling water by stirring it. It only fuels the flames. The happiness surgery causes recipients to undergo an abundance transformation.
Yeah, real.
Disclosing such sensational information would probably be taken as a hoax or trigger public panic.
another thing is that, like, people can get so parasocial about, like, the internet. You know what I mean? And, like, to a degree, it's like, it's fine to be like, oh, I want to, like, make sure I'm invested in this because whoever wins becomes the Eon of the planet that I reside in. So, of course, like, I'm gonna have an opinion on it. You know what I mean? Like, I want to, like, you could be involved to that degree. You know what I mean? But, like, sometimes people take things so, like, personally, like, almost as if they are losing, if they're, like, their supplicant that they're backing, I guess, loses. Oh gosh, I saw this, like, video essay about, like, there was, like, a streamer family or, like, a streamer friend group or something like that. You know how, like, the TikTok folks have, like, their streamer houses or whatever? And there was, like, 2 streamers or something like that, content creators, what have you. They were streaming together for a while now. And at some point, they just stopped, like, streaming together. You know, there wasn't any, like, big, falling out or what have you. They just stopped making content together. And, like, so many people were like, you have to give us updates. Like, oh my gosh, like, you know, like, we have to know what the update is on the friendship. You can't leave us hanging here. Like, oh my gosh, I'm, like, dying to know. Like, this is, like, my life is, like, turned upside down right now. And it's like, why? Like, why? Why is it, you know what I mean? Like, why is it affecting your life to this degree? You know what I mean? Like, it's one thing to be like, oh, you know, I hope everything's okay, and, like, kind of leave it at that. But it's like to let it control your life so much that it's as if it happened to you directly. You know what I mean? It's like, don't, parasocialism, man, gosh. And again, it goes, like, both ways, too. Like, it's not just audiences that can, or consumers of media that can have parasocial, like, really unhealthy parasocial ties to internet and the media. Content creators or creators in general can also be parasocial about their audience as well. Saying hi from Vegas, just looking in before you get back with your group. Nice, have fun, stay safe, yeah! That's for the expo, is that right? Have fun, oh my gosh. That's just what happens when your platform is literally built on the dual relationship, I'm afraid. Yeah. I've seen, like, I've seen some pretty, like, unhealthy stuff on the internet from both creators and consumers of media. So, I don't know, I, like, try to think of ways that I could, like, within my reach, right, sort of set an example or encourage folks to, you know, think very critically about their relationship with media. And I hope I've, you know, at least I think I've affected at least a few people, if not quite a few, you know, through my time here, so, yeah. Not my fanciest way of saying hello. That's okay, it's okay, yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, let's jump back into it.
I will instruct the Department of Aberration Defense to verify the true mechanism behind the happiness surgery as soon as possible and assess its potential impact.
Because, like, a lot of that comes from, like, people having an unhealthy, like, having, like, mental health issues in real life. A lot of that, like, unhealthy behavior online stems from that, right? I pointed this out in a short, and I think a lot of people, like, missed the point entirely. Because basically what had happened was there was a fan who was engaging in very negative behavior towards a talent. And so that company had interviewed that individual because that individual had underwent, you know, I guess treatment for their mental health problems. And, you know, they were able to repent, apologize, you know, reflect on their actions and share through that interview, like, a word of caution, being like, I was in such a negative, you know, mental space that it affected how I, like, interacted with people and others online, and it made me harm other people. You know what I mean? And when I was mentioning that people were missing the point, you know, people were saying, oh, well, that company has a history of mistreating people anyway, so what does it matter? I mean, the content is still very reasonable, you know what I mean? Like, it just seemed so, like, not related to the conversation at hand. Like, that's a totally separate conversation, right? But I wanted to focus on, like, what that message was. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, behavioral therapy, yeah. CBT is very powerful, I will say that. I did CBT when I first, whatchamacallit. I started it when I first got my ADHD diagnosis. It's super helpful. It's tough. It's tough, you know, but it's like life-changing, you know? Gosh. Anyway, continuing on.
I strongly advise you to exercise restraint in front of the media. Even the smallest statement can be selectively edited and misrepresented.
I literally called it before it happened. This is all Full Wish is doing!
That much is certain. Still, given the current volatility of public sentiment, please exercise caution and self-control.
I will do my best.
I sincerely hope that the Phantasmoon's declaration will not disrupt the goodwill between us. A greater danger still stands before us. After listening to the declaration, who knows what extremes Full Wish might be driven to.
Gosh.
Affairs demand my attention, so I must excuse myself. Should there be further developments, I will keep you apprised.
Oh. Hologram Pearl out.
What do you make of the current situation?
Oh.
We need to take action and put a stop to Full Wish before things get even worse. Even if I'd never joined the Phantasmoon Games, I'd still make this decision.
Oh, for Scott, for Cinderboard! I'll just say for everyone she is fooled, so it can encompass both of them.
We cannot allow her to deceive and poison innocent people in the name of happiness.
Agreed. Given the likelihood of Full Wish acting unpredictably, we should confront her with everything we have. That reminds me, I've been wondering, the happiness surgery taps into the power of abundance, yet Full Wish seems perfectly normal. Just, how did she get her hands on something so dangerous?
A voice line followed by a voice decision tree? That's crazy! Oh my god.
Perhaps it's the lingering poison left behind by the previous Herald of Death.
Lingering poison?
15 years ago, the monster who turned living flesh into his artwork would, in the heat of combat, slip into bouts of frenzied elation and delirium. The murderous mark he left behind, the bloody bloom, was no mere delusion.
Boom!
According to his interrogation transcripts, he claimed to witness a brilliant golden tree, promising him everlasting life.
Sounds familiar! Ambrosial Arbor! Yeah, there's one in the Phantasmoon courtyard too.
I cannot say whether the vision this madman claimed to see corresponds to something real, but the possibility cannot be ruled out. He claimed that in his hallucinations, the golden tree's branches coiled around him, drowning him in frenzy and pleasure. He wanted its blossoms to bloom before all, and to bring about that miracle, he was willing to slaughter without restraint. In hindsight, it's clear that the Herald of Death was a supplicant who bore the power of abundance. The tragedy he orchestrated in Plain Arcadia ultimately forged another version of himself. Full Wish. Right now, in Plain Arcadia, how many have undergone the happiness surgery and turned into potential abominations of abundance? It's a terrifying thought.
Hopefully it can be reversed.
Full Wish. What has happened to you over the years? Hiding behind these innocent people. What are you really trying to accomplish? I need more information about this junior of mine. I plan to head to Graphia Academy. Care to join me?
We're on the move. We're on the move.
If we're to investigate Full Wish, we need to
scared.
examine the traces left behind from the Herald of Death incident that took place during the last Phantom Moon Games. The recollections of teachers and the student records sealed away by the school. We're bound to find a vital clue there.
We're gonna go investigate. Let's find out everything about Full Wish.
If you're set, let's get moving.
Ooh, I hope they have some sort of like investigation like mechanic. That'd be so fun. I've been saying this Danganronpa like minigame.
Well, after that so-called dream campus experience, we've ended up back at Graphia Academy. It's almost like revisiting the place after graduation.
My alma mater. I suppose you could call this your alma mater now. Oh my gosh.
Wait a minute. This nostalgia isn't an after effect of the Sparxie virus, right?
Hopefully not.
Don't worry, Marge. The Department of Aberration Defense conducted a comprehensive disinfection of the campus.
Comprehensive disinfection, okay?
That's a relief. The last thing I need is to be mid-investigation and suddenly morph into some hopping, dancing mushroom rabbit.
Would rather be a monkey?
Speaking of which, where should we begin our investigation into Full Wish?
You actually did revisit your high school a few years ago. How was that? Oh my gosh. Hello, welcome in. Welcome. Let's start with the teachers and the teachers who are familiar with the situation. Sure. I feel like we could always check documents whenever, but I feel like we should talk to people sooner.
I think it's best we see my father first.
Never mind.
It's only appropriate that we obtain permission from the dean before proceeding
that's
with the
fair.
investigation.
That's valid. I guess we should probably do that,
15 years have passed, but there should be a backup of the student files, work logs, or visitor records. And only he knows where they're stored. Let's go then. To the dean's office.
Your high school was completely rebuilt. It almost looked like a college space. Got to see your old band teacher, though. That's fun! Aww! It's always nice getting to see old teachers. Yeah.
I heard from the teacher that the gym teacher is
The fitness club's looking for new
Wait,
members.
what? No, not to be nosy, but I heard that from this teacher, that teacher, I was like, what? What happened? Okay, I need to find the dean's office. Hold on. It's okay. Not my business, not my business. Look at this photo. Who is that? This dog. So cute. What do you do here? What is your job? Okay. Hello, I don't have an appointment. I'm just gonna go in. Hello. Ooh. Oh.
Himeko, there you are at last. The news said you got into a huge fight with those, what were they called? Warriors at the Floating Isle exhibition. And then you disappeared. Let me see. You're not hurt anywhere, are you? I sent you a dozen messages, and you didn't reply to a single one. Do you have any idea how worried I was? But seeing that you've come to tell me you're safe in person, I'll let this slide. If you're really so preoccupied, a message or a call would do, you know. Ah, it's you two. I saw you on the news as well.
We talked about his voice actor before. I don't remember
fought, huh? These Megatron warriors don't know who they're messing with. Do you think they dare challenge my daughter's subordinate?
I think it's because I had mentioned, it sounds like this person, but somebody was like, no, it's not this person, but it's somebody who sounds a lot like them. But I forgot who we mentioned it was.
Well, now it feels like we're the underlings of Warlord Himeko or something.
In any case, I'll leave Himeko in your hands.
Oh, I remember.
Please try to keep her out of combat.
He reminded me of the father from Over the Garden Wall, but it's not the father from Over the Garden Wall. It's someone who has a similar, vibe, I guess. Don't worry, have a great bodyguard.
Stop. Every time you and she get together, the conversation somehow drifts completely off course. I'm fine. I'm good. Your daughter's no porcelain doll. We came here to...
I know. I understand. You didn't come as my daughter.
We're on business.
I am currently speaking to the navigator of the Astral Express. But tell me, has there been progress on the new Herald of Death case? I wasn't expecting the questioning to come in rounds.
In rounds?
The Department of Aberration Defense also sent someone here before you. They inquired about Full Wish. But regrettably, I truly don't know how to answer. On one hand, I wasn't here 15 years ago. On the other, she is still considered one of our school's distinguished alumni. I'm aware that you're involved in the investigation too.
Ooh.
So,
very good.
I compiled the pertinent documents ahead of time. I hope they'll be of use to you.
Wonder what we'll uncover.
Thank you, Mr. Ryusuke.
Go ahead. The files are inside the archive room. Take whatever materials you need.
Right, about Full Wish.
To be honest, it wasn't until the Herald of Death incident 15 years ago that I first learned her name. As the Dean, I should have met up with her more often and tried harder to soothe the wounds it left on her.
It's okay, you can't think like that. Why?
Do you really need all the details? The whole serving as a model example thing. I don't want to tarnish it completely. I knew it was a selfish thought, but I just couldn't help it. Back then, whenever I heard her name, I thought to myself, if someone was able to survive the incident, then why couldn't it have been my daughter?
Yikes. 15 years ago, you... ...
15 years ago, I received a commission to paint a massive portrait for an elixir seeker chief on the planet of Goliath Shepherd. They said he had an elixir that could cure countless diseases. By the time I came back, everything had changed.
No!
There had been a terrible accident on campus. And my daughter... Even though I knew my presence here wouldn't have changed anything. Because of that incident, I made a promise to never leave this world again during the Phantom Moon Games. That's why I immediately flew here when I heard about the full Phantom Moon. But once again, I was too late. And the supplicant called Sparxie had turned the campus upside down.
It's all right. You can leave the crisis solving to the nameless.
You're right about that. Yet oddly, once Sparxie stirred up all that chaos, applications to the school soared to an all-time high. Oh, times we live in are increasingly beyond my comprehension.
He sounds like the old man from Wizard 101. I don't think I ever played Wizard 101. Ryusuke sounds very tired. He's been through a lot, for sure. Thanks for celebrating your membership anniversary, Mateus. Welcome in, welcome. Well, I know, poor old guy, for real. Let this guy rest. We won't take up any more of your time then.
You're always welcome. Other than the archive room, you could also try talking to Miss Dolly. She's the longest-serving faculty member here and likely knows the most.
Okay. Noted.
Then we'll try the archive room. Let's go, you two.
Let's do it. Oh gosh, what are we gonna
Thank you, Dad.
We should be able to find the archive room and Miss Dolly around the Genesis classroom, right?
Oh, hello. Oh, you're right there.
Oh my goodness, I thought I recognized you in the distance. Himiko, it really is you!
Miss Dolly, please forgive me for not coming to see you sooner. I've been back for a while now, but this is the first chance I've had to come see you.
Don't worry about it. I'm simply happy that you cared enough to visit.
Aw, cute.
I must apologize about the mask you entrusted me.
Aww.
In the end...
Please, I can't thank you enough for safeguarding the mask all those years.
look at you. You haven't changed a bit. Oh, you and your friends look like you're in a hurry. Is there something you need to attend to?
Investigation. We're here to ask about Full Wish. I like how she...
The poor child who survived the Herald
Look at
of
this,
Death.
look at the Madoka Magica in the back. Do you see this? Look at Madoka in the back.
Organized a fundraiser for her back then. I still remember how she bowed again and again with tears in her eyes.
What happened to you?
Helped. Poor girl. Though she was lucky to have survived, her parents didn't make it. There were rumors flying around the school saying she had something to do with the Herald of Death. Otherwise, why would she be so lucky? She's the only one who survived. What a bunch of scoundrels.
What if it's like a situation where like she just like couldn't handle all this like terrible things that people were saying about her? Like, oh, she's probably the Herald of Death because she was the only one who survived. What if like she snapped and was like, oh, if you think it's me so badly, then like, I'll just make it so, you know? I don't know.
She had good grades and a good heart. And becoming famous, she often came back to visit the school and sponsored a number of scholarship projects.
Speaking of which, do you know anything about what happened to her after she graduated from school?
I heard she went somewhere beyond the sky to further her studies after graduation. She had the chance to work for the Interastral Peace Corporation, but chose to return home and take over Seafell TV instead, which was on the verge of bankruptcy.
I like how instead of saying they went to space, they say beyond the sky. So funny.
Somewhere beyond the sky. Miss Dolly, do you know where she went exactly?
I never heard. However, she pushed out many projects after taking over the TV station and managed to expand their business to the whole of Plain Arcadia in just a few years. That is all I know.
I know there's something about the cute doll design and then like that the cute little happy-go-lucky music and then them talking about like something absolutely horrendous.
Thank you, Ms.
So
Dolly,
crazy.
for your intel.
Oh my gosh.
I heard from the math teacher that the gym teacher is sick again.
Why are we making fun of someone getting sick?
The new Herald of Death is real! They say he came back to life and was responsible for what happened in Dovebrook. He's not coming here to kill again. Is he? Maybe we should ask for leave and stay home until this blows over.
Ask for leave? Is that what it's called?
What are you, scared?
Oh my
if he
gosh.
really comes, I'm live streaming the whole thing
No,
and getting all
he's
the clout for it.
clout-brained.
Who needs leave after that? I'll just quit
No.
school altogether.
What do you know about the Herald of Death?
I heard he murdered hundreds of students here 15 years ago.
The things that people do in the name of clout, it really like baffles me. Like the things I've seen people online do for clout, I just, man,
Hundreds?
what went wrong, you know?
Really? I only heard that the crime scene still exists somewhere on campus. I don't feel too good about this. We should get out of here.
If we help the Express Gang, there's a
Oh my
chance we
gosh.
might get featured in The Fluffy.
Oh my
I'm seriously
goodness!
obsessed with becoming famous.
For real.
The fitness club's
Too obsessed with becoming famous. Oh, I forgot this place is so creepy. Oh, it's here. Okay.
Ugh, the atmosphere in this archive room is giving me the creeps. It's so gloomy. Almost like we've stumbled into Fixtroll Garden.
It was like this 15 years
I know, the
ago
mood
as
switch is
well.
crazy.
The archives tracked all academic results. Near the final exams, students dissatisfied with their abilities often poured their frustration into painting
Does it help that those paintings come to life?
unsettling things.
Gosh.
There's a lot
Art
of
therapy,
data stored here.
You know?
Aside from what my father organized for us, let's explore the other areas as well. If possible, keep an eye out for clues regarding Full Wish's life after graduation. She returned to her alma mater frequently, so there must be records of her visits.
Okay, we gotta find out more.
Dabbling in technology related to the abundance. Where exactly did she acquire it? Perhaps her past holds a clue.
Ooh. Let's take a look. Okay. Investigate. Oh, let's do the optional stuff first, I think. It's all important stuff for the investigations. Computer that's probably older than you, living out its golden years on this desk. Search Full Wish. Renowned entrepreneur Full Wish visits school recently. Full Wish warmly shakes hands with students. What did they take away from the speech?
There are so many press releases here.
It's on auto. Scroll forward. Let's do the
The
earliest.
school's annual Distinguished Student Register from 1982 to 1984? For 3 consecutive years, first place was always Full Wish.
You like to imagine what she's implying as students come here to have a Nick Cage freak out? I don't know what you're referencing with that last bit, but the only thing I can think of in terms of like Nick Cage, all I think of that pops up in my head is the bees, because there's like, I don't know what the movie is, but there was a really popular clip where his like head was in a cage and there was just a bunch of bees and he was like, ah, not the bees. That's the only thing I can think of. Search Herald of Death Incidents. No results found for your search. The search page slaps the black text on a white background right in your face.
The IPC has severed all channels of intel with its iron grip. Hardly a surprise.
Search Himiko?
Formal caution regarding a student's non-compliant hairstyle.
Oh no!
Disciplinary action concerning a student's involvement in 3 food poisoning cases. Disciplinary notice for a student's involvement in a physical altercation.
You think that was Wicker Man? Which one? The bees one or the one in the movie where he was stabbing a canvas and slathering himself in paint? I'm not really familiar with his works, to be honest. Simply magnificent! You read with bated breath, and it takes a good long while before you snap out of it. Right, this isn't exactly the task at hand. At the very bottom of all the entries regarding Himiko lies a faculty, I thought I said faulty, a faculty appointment notice from 15 years ago. Oh, the bees is from The Wicker Man. What is it even about? I know nothing about it. It says here, the new red-haired assistant is the dean's daughter. Her constitution is weak, so she can't handle heavy labor. Remember, don't assign her anything outside of clerical work, so read the note in the file. And hello, welcome in. Let's just stop here for now. And then we'll go check something else. Maybe this Sparkle doll!
Is this?
Did Sparxies really have pulled the same trick again and left you a gift at the school? Tag on the Sparkle doll. Confiscated from the Sparxie fan club's unauthorized late-night gathering. Date of confiscation. Blank. Confiscated item. Sparkle plushie. Reason for the confiscation. 3 second-year students and 5 first-year students formed an unauthorized club called Sparxie Fan Club and held an unsanctioned gathering in the gymnasium late last night. Club members wore bizarre costumes, waved glow sticks, and chanted, "Destroy the old model!" and "Sparksicle forever," all while surrounding the doll. The continuous noise resulted in a night patrol teacher suffering a sudden seizure and requiring emergency medical attention. Disposal methods stored in their archive room to be returned upon graduation. Hopefully they've changed by then.
Ugh, did they really have to put this here?
Interesting. It's an adaptation of a book about investigating a missing child in a creepy rural village. The Wicker Man? Interesting. Doesn't seem like my kind of movie. Horror movie? But I do like horror. It depends on the horror, though. Like, I can't do body horror. Ugh. Also, real-life horror is way scarier to me. Like, criminal, like, horror stories scare me way more than supernatural stories. I don't know, what about you guys? What scares you more, like true crime or supernatural stuff?
Open up! Detective March 7th is on the case! So spill the beans! How much do you know about what happened 15 years ago?
You've got the wrong guy, I swear.
Oh.
I'm just an innocent, cursed imagining. I can't even move from this spot.
Oh.
I don't know anything. Ribbit. The dean ordered me to dig up whatever materials I could find for you all to read.
True crime because, well, it happened for real. That's the same for me. Like, I feel like I don't actively say I believe in like ghosts and spirits, but I feel like I don't disbelieve them. Does that make sense? Like, but for me, it's like true crime is like things that have happened or could very well happen to not just like the people in the movie or anyone. It could happen to me or someone I know. You know what I mean? So that's why it scares me more. I think what really, at the core of it, it scares me that humans have that capability to do like terrible things to other people. That's what scares me, I think, at the core of it all. Yeah. Depends. Most of the supernatural horror movies you found were unintentionally goofy or just way too much that it loses the horror vibe. That's fair. I feel like it has to have some sort of like believability. That's fair. Oh gosh, I forgot I'm on auto. The label of this cabinet reads Alumni Yearbook. In which year did Fullwish graduate? You seem to remember you obtained this information somewhere. Uh-oh, I don't remember. Uh-oh, well hopefully like they have a list. Oh, hold on, I forgot. Okay, recall deeper, please. Sometimes a little deduction is sufficient to make up for missing memories. Okay, it's currently 1999 of the Plain Arcadian calendar. Oh, okay, okay. I was like, I don't know what year it is. The Herald of Death incident took place 15 years ago. Okay, so 82, 84? 84. Subtract 10. But are we talking about when she graduated or when she started? Because if it was when she graduated, I also don't remember when the incident took place 15 years ago. Like, did the incident take place when they first started school? Because that'll probably be closer to like, what? Gosh. I'm just trying to remember. If we're trying to figure out, we'll see. Okay, the year she graduated is, and if the incident happened, the year that she, I don't think it's the year that she graduated because she still went to that school, right? 1999 minus 10, 1989 minus 5, 84. But that's when that's when it happened. And she probably graduated sometime after. I don't know. Let's just see what they say. They gave us the answer! So it happened the year that she graduated, 84. Because if it happened earlier, it would be 3 or 2. I also don't know if they do high school in years of 3 or years of 4. The first page is a somber graduation photo. None of the students in the photo betrayed any hint of a smile. They stood sparsely, like the teeth in an aged person's mouth, separated by absences that could never be filled. In the alumni yearbook for the class of 1984, you find the 1984. You find the page belonging to Fullwish. Okay. Post-graduation. Here we go. Post-graduation and destination. Institute of Cognitive Science, Garden Star of Botanical Study. Okay. Ideal career teacher. Messages from classmates. Graduation day has finally arrived, but so many never made it back. If I hadn't slipped away early that day, could I have done something for them? When I look at the empty seats in our classroom, I often feel guilty for being powerless. Fullwish. Did you feel the same? Oh, but I've come to terms with it now. Past to the past. Those of us left behind, we have to take care of ourselves. I hear the climate on Garden Star of Botanical Study is very different. Take care of yourself, Fullwish. Winning first place in the campus Imagenesis competition, ranking at the top for several consecutive semesters, you've always been outstanding, Fullwish. That's why I truly believe you can make it through that nightmare and show all of Plain Arcadia with a smile, but we won't be easily defeated by a single tragedy. I've never doubted that. A new chapter in life is about to begin. Facing the lens of life, please keep on smiling. From Sara. Message from a teacher. Hearing that you will soon leave Plain Arcadia to pursue cognitive science, I can't help but feel a sense of loss. It's a failure on my part as a teacher that I couldn't inspire you to stay in the Imagenesis industry. But as your teacher, I fully understand your choice. To have helped shape a researcher like you, the Intelligentsia Guild fills me with deep pride. I sincerely wish you the vastest of horizons, Fullwish. Here, may you realize your dreams, and may the sorrow sown in the past blossom into flowers of happiness in the future. From Mien. Message from parents left blank. No. Delayed. Oh, this is about movies, scary movies specifically. I think people are allowed to believe what they want. I think attributing the supernatural to unexplained events is the ghost of the cat fallacy. Interesting, I'm not familiar with that. I'll have to search it out.
Garden Star of Botanical Study. Cognitive Science Research. Miss Dolly mentioned that Full Wish went beyond the sky to study after graduation. Turns out this is where she went. Let's go chat with the others.
Yeah, let's go tell them what we found. Speak with your companions. Oh, they're already here.
Well, did you find anything?
I found these clues. You tell Himiko about the clues you discovered in the alumni catalog.
Garden Star of Botanical Study? It appears to be a greenhouse world located within the Consternation star zone.
Consternation, what does that mean?
Oh, found it. Its property ownership is registered under a specific school within the Intelligentsia Guild.
When did this turn into Danganronpa real? You're really looking forward to the cover? Yay! I'm glad! Yeah.
Strange. The name of the school is encrypted. I've heard conspiracy theories claiming the Herald of Death from 15 years ago was actually someone from the IPC. Given the great lengths the IPC went to in wiping away all traces after the incident, perhaps the rumors are true.
Rumor has it.
Full Wish was hurt by the Herald of Death. Yet after studying in an institution funded by the IPC, she became a suspect in the new Herald of Death incident.
As expected, it always comes back to the IPC. Is that where Full Wish obtained the technology of the abundance?
You mean she created the happiness surgery after studying on that greenhouse world?
It's certainly possible, but the information is still too vague to make any judgments. I'm more inclined to think that after witnessing the power of the Herald of Death, she resolved to uncover the truth behind it. That's why she went to another world to study after graduation. But is the knowledge she gained in just a few short years enough to create the happiness surgery?
You're not a big
If the
fan of the
power
IPC
of the
saying
abundance used in the happiness surgery stems from the Herald of Death's lingering poison, would the IPC, who have tried to hide this in every way possible, really be unaware of her actions? There are too many things here that an ordinary scholar simply couldn't achieve. Perhaps I should contact her as a fellow alumna and have an open, honest talk.
I'm scared.
Contact Full Wish as her senior? After all this time, would she even want to see you?
I don't know.
Oh god. Can you tell us about the Full Wish you knew?
Back then, I had taken a leave of absence from university due to health issues. So I was doing some idle work at my father's school to clear my mind.
Not like singing idol.
Full Wish would occasionally run to the library to slack off. She and Belle always appeared together, helping me organize newspaper clippings and library cards, all while chattering on about classmates' crushes and the latest gossip.
Need to refill my water bottle.
They didn't treat me like a patient who needed special care, nor did they treat me like the dean's daughter.
Never played HSR before. Is it good? I really like it. The story, because again, I'm a story girl. So for me, if it has a good story, I eat it up. But also the combat's fun if you like turn-based combat. It's very extensive. There's a lot to get caught up on. And I will say some of my favorite chapters have been the more recent ones. So it is quite a bit of, work to get through the first few chapters. And some of the stories are really good there too. But the later chapter stories are so worth it, in my humble opinion. You're a fan of Xenoblade. The Amphorius chapter, so we're in the Plain Arcadia chapter right now. The chapter before Amphorius chapter, So XE3 coded. So XE3 coded. Oh my gosh. Is the story in setting as complex as Xenoblade?
Snacks brought from home and secretly dug out the school's collection of ancient books and paintings to admire them.
Because Xenoblade is like already like a complete story. You know what I mean? Everything that they want to say and want to talk about, it's like already there. So it's easier for them to like really hone in on the story they want to tell, if that makes sense. Whereas Honkai Star Rail is ongoing. I think within each chapter, there's a very strong story, especially like Amphorius and Penacony. And obviously we're still in Plain Arcadia, so it has yet to be seen. But overall, it's like they're still building the overall story as well, so yeah. But Penacony and Amphorius, so good.
Foolish. She was the model student, always knowing a little more than everyone else. Her questions often went beyond the textbooks, pushing past the boundaries of what someone her age should know. When she looked through those illustrations of Imagine, her eyes would always sparkle.
It might be comparing apples and oranges. To a degree, yes, but I think there's definitely some things you can like compare as well. I feel like there's a lot of characters that get good character arcs, but with how many characters there are in this game, some of them aren't gonna have fully fleshed out stories. Like some of them are kind of just there as like a like they're introduced for this specific chapter, and that's kind of where their story starts and ends. But there's some characters who have really good like multi-chapter arcs. Like I feel like Dunhung had a really nice whatchamacallit arc. Going from the Shenzhou, then into, you know, into Amphorius, and, oh gosh. But, yeah, I'd say there's definitely parts of it that feel maybe either drawn out or maybe not as deep, but I think for it, as many as those are, there's plenty of characters who have a really deep storyline, who are really fleshed out. You get to see them change and all that jazz, and also very deep stories that it's honestly like stories that have made me cry. So, yeah.
I could feel the passion in her eyes, and an unspeakable sense of loneliness.
Oh.
If she still remembers our old friendship, she will meet me. Foolish is walking a dangerous path right now. And the deeper someone walks into the abyss, the more they crave the recognition and understanding of old friends. I want to ask her myself, why has the happiness she pursues become an illusion that can only be maintained by a taboo surgery?
I'll go with you. We'll protect each other.
Me too.
Thank you, you two. And thank you for your investigation. Though many questions remain unanswered, at least I now have a clearer picture of her movements after graduation. By the way, before we leave the school, there's one more place I'd like to visit. Before I meet Fullwish, I want to say goodbye to that memory from 15 years ago.
You mean that old school building from 15 years ago?
We have all the clues we need.
We have all the clues we need. Okay. Uh-oh. Miss Dolly should be here, right? I should... Whoa! What is happening? Am I supposed to be following you? That might be a quest. That might be like a side quest. I'm just gonna teleport here too.
I'm so sorry. I just couldn't finish tidying up the ribbons, and now I've dragged you into staying this late.
Don't worry about it, Belle. It was my turn on duty today anyway.
I was like, is it gonna be a big reveal?
Himeko? Is this?
Yes. In this imaginated classroom, the after images of the students from 15 years ago still linger in their original
I will
places.
say this is so random. The cropped blazer for the school uniform is such a fashion-forward choice. You know what I mean?
Tomorrow is the school anniversary. I wonder how lively it will be. They've invited parents here. Will your parents be coming?
Foolish?
Oh, that's Foolish from her youth.
Yeah, Dad already took time off. By now he's probably out on the streets with Mom, picking out formal wear. If it's my daughter's performance, we have to dress to the nines. That's just like him. He always loves making those kinds of jokes.
Then you'd better put on a good show, huh?
Uh-oh, ding, ding, ding,
There
ding.
won't be a show anymore, Belle.
Uh-oh.
Because unexpected guests have arrived. Everyone from the Astral Express.
Look, she even has the
and
leaves on
Himiko.
her dress.
I didn't expect to meet you here. Did you enjoy yourselves at Star Rail Fest?
This is the cult leader
Did
for those
you
who
grant
missed out.
those smiling kids their wishes and
This is
bring
the happy
joy
cult
to everyone?
leader. Oh my gosh.
Full wish.
Himiko, you recognized me at just a glance.
Well, you're hard to forget. Foolish. What are you doing here?
I am here to mourn that dusk from 15 years ago. Before making any major decisions, I always come here to sit in silence for a while. I thought
You don't like that
Himiko was at
OST?
school like the rest of us that
Yeah.
day. When I saw
Ooh,
Belle
dig it up,
lying in a pool of blood, when I was crushed under the collapsed wall and unable to breathe, the thought crossed my mind. Poor Himiko. If you had met the Herald of Death with that delicate frame of yours.
Oh my god.
But who would have guessed? You're alive
Let's not
and
think about
living
the worst.
quite well.
You see why I
You
call it
became
taking
a
her on, but
navigator
yeah.
of the Astral Express, roaming freely beyond the sky, just like the three of us used to talk about in our chats. Your dream came true. Congratulations are in order.
Somehow I don't feel happy that we are getting applause.
Himiko, do you know 15 years have passed? And my wounds have mostly healed.
I'm sure that maybe there's one left that's a really big wound that hasn't been resolved.
Regrettably, there are some scars and emptiness that time can never heal.
But
Look around. Even here, even with
we learned
these
to tell
phantoms, their seats are still empty. Belle, Leon,
poor boy.
Ziania, Mia,
I don't think she's.
and so many others.
I don't think she was able to receive the sort of support she needed to deal with all of that trauma from this incident, I fear.
15 years have passed, and I've learned that time isn't a cure. It's a shroud, binding itself around me.
There's work you got.
Layer upon layer.
Oh gosh.
So I made a decision.
Oh!
I'm going to tear it open. I'm going to let everything bloody and unforgettable beneath it see the light of day again.
See the light of day? You were a victim of the Herald of Death, only to become the second Herald of Death yourself?
Became that which you
You
feared.
intend to use a power you can't possibly comprehend to win the Phantasmoon games.
I wonder if this is like her having felt so helpless in... Again, this is... I'm not saying that this is correct, but I think this is sort of just her response to the situation. And it's unfortunate that this ended up being her response. And because it doesn't seem like she was able to tackle this in a healthy manner, contrary to what she says. Because it feels like maybe part of her felt helpless at the situation. that she became the Herald of Death almost like to claim power and agency over her situation. You know what I mean? In an effort to not feel so helpless, she, again, mistakenly took on the role of the Herald of Death to feel as if she has power over what had happened to her and her classmates, is sort of what I'm getting from Fullwish.
How are you any different from that monster back then? From the monster that took your parents' lives? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I shouldn't compare you to that devil. You still have a chance. Stop this now.
Well, then she would have. I mean,
Stop.
she still murdered.
I'm
The
sorry.
other two, if she
I
is the
don't
Herald of
quite
Death.
understand what you're saying.
You know exactly what we're talking about.
I would advise everyone to think twice before making
No,
rash
I'm scared. What if it's not her? Oh,
As a media professional,
oh, not
let
the
me give you
media
a piece of advice.
What the?
From now on, when you're in front of a camera lens, watch your expressions and be cautious with your words and actions.
Yeah, especially if you're the editor, Fullwish.
At the very least, try not to look so flustered during this public exchange. We live in a world where we are constantly gazed upon and watched by others. This camera crew was originally prepared for my upcoming speech, but meeting you all here, it really adds a wonderful dramatic flair. To the audience watching from your screens,
My days.
you know my name, and I know that right now, you are watching me.
Yeah, the Herald of Death is a murderer. For those who are new to the story.
15 years ago, with the tacit approval of the IPC and the Arcadia Council, the Master of Elation's divine ritual degenerated into a barbaric, bloody
To put it
game.
simply, 15 years ago on this planet.
You and I,
Oh,
the residents of this Arcadia, surrendered a lifetime of dignity, wealth, and time to them. All in exchange for a single full meal.
basically, 15 years ago on this planet, there was a tragic, like, serial killer murder incident involving Fullwish in her class. And Fullwish was the only student who came out of that alive. Now, in the present, again, 15 years later after that, a serial killer has emerged who's almost like a copycat. They're copying the way that the Herald of Death murders people. And we think it's Fullwish.
We are surrounded by bizarre
her
entertainment
gaze is
and stimulating gore. We soak all day in shallow, boring programs, achieving nothing. And now, we must live in fear of the unscrupulous atrocities of these supplicants from beyond the sky, forcing smiles as we applaud and cheer for them.
You don't mean her eyes? Oh, the eyes on the cameras. Oh my god, I just noticed. And the smiley mouth.
Is this the happiness the god promised us? No! Absolutely not! The Master of Elation would never be deceived by miracles, but with pain and blood. What they desire to see are heartfelt smiles. And so, they granted me a revelation. Everyone, on that evening 15 years ago, what saved me was not luck. It was not the supplicants. And it was certainly not the IPC. Right here, as the Herald of Death approached, step by step, the one who sent down a miracle
What was the
was
miracle?
the Master of Elation. They allowed me to escape with my life. And when I was trapped in a small room, consumed by loneliness, they sent me a mask. They revealed my mission to me.
God.
To bring happiness back to a plain Arcadia that has lost its smile.
Fullwish, survivor of the Bloodstained Games, hereby formally announce that I will join the Phantas Moon Games! In this game, I shall win the Eon of Elation's authority. And then, I will make smiles of happiness bloom on the faces of every single person in plain Arcadia!
It's giving Infinite Tsukiyomi from Naruto. It's giving Penacony.
Himiko, don't frown. Smile.
What if she doesn't want to smile?
I will bring happiness to you too, just as I will bring it to everyone. I won't manipulate the Phantas Moon Games like those high and mighty IPC executives. Nor will I treat the rewards granted by the God of Elation as bargaining chips for profit. We are in plain Arcadia, so we should decide the winner in a plain Arcadian way.
And that is?
I'll give you a stage if that's what you want. I invite you all to a televised debate at Foolish TV in Seafeld City. The invitation extends to all supplicants.
This is literally gonna be Danganronpa.
A plain Arcadian way? That's just a way that benefits
Real.
you. We're not going.
You can refuse, of course, but then, under the gaze of billions of viewers, you must accept your public image as like frauds deceiving the world,
damned if you do, damned if you don't,
cowards with guilty consciences. Remember, this isn't just an invitation. It is your only chance to defeat me in front of everyone, since you believe you represent what is right. The stage is set. Come and perform this final act that will determine the future of the Arcadia with me. Or simply leave. The choice is yours.
Darn it! Are we just going to let Fullwish walk away?
We are right in the middle of the cameras she prepared. Remember to be cautious with your words and actions.
Big Brother is watching.
Let's leave here and return to the Express.
What were they saying about 1984 earlier? Oh man.
Hello, everyone!
Oh my gosh,
and
the
welcome back to the
newscasters!
Arcadian Morning Report. We're continuing our exclusive coverage. Just moments ago, we received some shocking news. The head of our station, Lady Fullwish, has officially announced that she will be entering the Phantas Moon Games as a supplicant.
Unfortunately.
At the same time, Lady Fullwish has announced a blockbuster special! The end of a century TV debate!
Oh my gosh.
She's invited supplicants to the Fullwish TV studio to discuss and debate the topic, what kind of future will the Phantas Moon Games bring to this world?
Gosh. You mean the no 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 ba 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 ba? Is that his thing?
What a magnificent topic! At a time when supplicants from beyond the sky are brazenly suppressing and insulting our local heroes, finally,
something like
a
that
supplicant has appeared who truly cares about and represents the citizens of plain Arcadia.
Oh, stop it! She's lying to you. She's so media trained. That's crazy.
Too true. Ever
In like a
since
bad
the
way.
Phantas Moon began, signs of things spiraling out of control have been popping up everywhere. First, the famous streamer Sparxie tried to spread a mimetic virus. Then the nameless of the Astral Express clashed with the Daybreak Squadron, causing severe damage to Lookout Cloud and the Skyline Express line.
With so many accidents happening, you really can't help but wonder, are we seeing a repeat of the Bloodstained Games from 15 years ago?
You got that right! Speaking of the Bloodstained Games 15 years ago, Miss Fullwish herself was a survivor of that tragedy. She's come such a long way, never once letting her painful
They don't know
past
she's
keep
a
her
cult
down.
leader.
A true legend of resilience. Now Miss Fullwish has joined the fray as a supplicant. She must be here to stop the tragedy from repeating itself and to reclaim the peaceful days this world deserves from the hands of supplicants from beyond the sky.
Will she be able to shoulder the wishes of all plain Arcadia and set this game right again after it's spiraled out of control? Let's wait and see.
Ugh, so shameless.
No, literally.
Repeat news about your own station director on your own TV station, and you still have
Yeah,
the gall to
real.
pretend you've received some shocking news? Don't you guys talk to each other internally?
Smoke and mirrors.
I see. Full Wish actively issued a challenge. I ran a search. Seafeld City is a port town neighboring Duo-Mention City. Full Wish TV's predecessor, Seafeld TV, is located there. Looking at it this way, the televised debate is obviously nothing more than a diversion. What Full Wish wants most is for us to walk right into the trap she's prepared. So, what do you think?
I think I won't back down.
You're really going to the TV station to fight her?
I'll go, but not to debate. I'm going to tear off her mask of happiness in front of the entire audience.
Never back down, never what?
But before we act, I need more help.
Help? We can all help you.
What do you mean?
Wait.
What?
Do you mean...
Sunday or Sparxie? I think Sunday? Because he kind of had a similar...
Ever since Sunday was dragged
Oh,
into the
that's fair.
Phantom Moon
He
Games by
is kinda
Yao
doing his own
Guang,
thing, huh?
he hasn't returned for days.
I was thinking Sunday because I think he's had his experience too of being like, I just want everyone to live in happiness with absolutely no suffering whatsoever. So I was like, surely like you can let us like understand what's going on here. But yeah, sure. Sparxie.
However, I haven't
well.
heard of him making any public appearances
I know,
either.
yeah! I'm so
Asking him to
excited.
cooperate as a wild card right now is a good idea.
Yeah, he's also supposed to be very private right now.
What's the deal with finding Sparxie?
Whether Sparxie counts as our ally is a massive question mark. But right now, there is indeed something we need her help
Also
with.
would be nice to not have her as an enemy.
Full Wish said that when loneliness trapped her in that small room, the Master of Elation sent her a mask.
For real?
Her claim might just be a glorified way of saying the tavern
So is
sent
she
her
part
an
of their
invitation.
faction? The masked fools?
But that phrasing reveals that she is likely a masked fool.
Sparkle Sparxie.
If every fool has stepped into the tavern before, then there must be traces hidden there left by Full Wish as a fool.
Just like Sparxie.
How we track down the clues about SparxieCon.
Sparxie. Will she stand on our side?
Yeah, I think Sunday would have made a good, like...
Well, this is certainly
contact
a condition she wouldn't be able to turn down.
Trying to understand Full Wish's, like... I don't know, MO. Oh, not long before in the Phantasm Courtyard.
You just said,
Evanescia.
as for the brewing storm,
Yeah,
whether the turmoil once again
Oh, that's
is
right, they
the
had- we're
result
talking.
of the laughter's mischief. What exactly was that supposed to mean? You mean to say the Joy Seeker wants to destroy the very rules they laid down? The game they wove with their own hand?
Come over here. This fox mask is a ritual instrument I once used in dance and music. It accompanied me across vast distances in search of an elixir of immortality, a mark of who I was in life. I've lost count of how long it has been since I last wore it since being enlightened and transplanted here. But here it is, presented upon the altar again, which means...
As the game's referee, you've been pushed onto the field. In this moment, you are now a supplicant.
For over a century, I presided over a war game in which supplicants carved
now
out their own
she's a
territories
supplicant.
and vied for supremacy, using the power of the masks. I've also hosted survival games where emanators took the stage to compete, invoking
Oh my
eonic
gosh.
powers to try and slaughter every last opponent in a single day.
My.
Whenever the Phantasmoon Games are at risk of being suspended or disrupted, I will use the authority granted by the elation and the abundance to measure, judge, and punish any violators. I guess you could call me the security protocol for the Phantas Moon Games. But now, someone has gone and designated me as a supplicant. It's utterly unheard of. Who else but the laughter could pull off something like this?
Perhaps. Some entity harboring a deep-seated hatred for the laughter.
Who could it be? Entities like that. I couldn't count them all even if I used my toes.
Oh my gosh.
I warned that jerk ages ago. Take a joke too far, and you're
There's
bound
no
to
treasure
make
chest
enemies.
here!
See? Instant karma.
Never mind who he is or what he's after. We're here now. So what do you plan on doing? Fortune rests upon misfortune, and misfortune gives rise to fortune. Becoming a supplicant isn't necessarily a bad thing. Wouldn't that allow you to step openly into this chaos and drag the puppet master into the light?
You're looking to team up with me? Team up with someone from the abominations of abundance that you Xianzhou people despise?
It's fun seeing everyone, like, pair up for their alliance.
That's hardly appropriate. You're an ancient sacred tree. It's the furthest thing from an abomination of abundance, no?
Oh, your standards are certainly flexible. The hunt and the abundance. We really make quite the interesting pair. So, where do you plan on starting?
How about we start by freeing my friend
let him
in
free!
the tree?
Let him go!
I nearly
Free
forgot about that.
Sunday!
Chip away, little bird. I'll allow it.
General Yao Guang and Miss Fox.
Ooh!
I've received some news that might interest you.
Gosh. Are we just leaving it empty? Oh, we find out later. The suspense. Oh, maybe they'll explain it now.
A happiness surgery that
they're
wipes
updating
away
them.
suffering.
I see.
The power of abundance in this world is disgustingly excessive.
I thought they were gonna reveal information that we wouldn't find out until later, but they're just
It
recapping.
seems
Okay.
the most terrifying omen I foresaw may not originate from the Stellaron hunters, nor from plain Arcadia itself. This supplicant, called Full Wish, is also
Very
a dangerous
dangerous.
variable.
If you can, I would ask that you direct your focus toward Seafeld City.
Oh, the debate.
You want to take a trip to Seafeld City? It seems I'll have to use some special measures to shorten the journey.
Road trip, road trip.
Oh, this is the part I've been looking forward to the most. I've always been curious where exactly this secret court is located, and what it connects to.
I never really thought about that.
Xianzhou lady, let me show you this world's most impressive method of travel.
Oh, you blink. My gosh. I never thought about it being like in a place or being attached to something.
Already? Wait. Why are we
Trains!
at the station?
Because naturally, we're taking the express to get where we're going.
All that buildup, and this is your idea of an impressive method of travel?
Hey, I love public transport.
Well, what else? That's why I said you've definitely never seen this before. It's the Bulletworm Express. I bet you've never taken a ride on this.
You're the arbitrator of the Phantas Moon Games. For crying out loud. Don't you have a cooler way of getting around?
You're a great general of the Xianzhou for crying out loud.
Public transport.
Don't you have a cooler way to get around?
So that public transport is easier to use.
Fine. For the first time in my life, I finally know what it feels like to be the fool.
What's the name of this mute? The one that was going womp womp womp. I know there's a specific mute that instrument uses, but I forgot what it's called.
The train bound for Seafeld
It's so
City
fun.
is arriving
It's so
at the
fun.
station.
Kazoo, no, there's like a trumpet mute. Sounds silly. I searched up trumpet mute. That sounds silly. Plunger mute. I think the plunger mute is the one that makes it sound like womp womp womp. I don't know. Any brass players want to clarify the different mutes and what they are for?
Hey, you got any money on you? Spot me a ticket, would ya?
Oh.
That's the second time.
Oh my gosh! Direct to camera is crazy. Who's singing? Ooh, story characters can be added to the team. I think I'm okay. I like my team. Yeah, go check out VTSO. Yeah. Seafeld City. This is the Seafeld City line. Oh my gosh, reminds me of Mini Metro. Have you heard of that game? Apparently,
you
Mini
said
Metro.
A word the whole way, Cianjo Diviner. Are you mesmerized by the scenery? Or is there something in your divinations weighing on your mind?
Apparently, Mini Metro, this is like a mobile game. I think you could also play it on PC, but I mostly know it for being a mobile game. A game where you like connect all these shapes to like create like train lines and things. Apparently, it's part of an ARG. I watched a video essay about it the other day, and it's like a bunch of other random indie games that are part of this ARG, and they just have like random symbols and like secret levels, and then if you get all the symbols, I haven't finished the video essay, but isn't that crazy? And they're all like totally different kinds of games. Like you'll have like a dungeon crawler as part of like one of the games, and then you have like Mini Metro, and then you have like a browser game that's also part of the ARG. It's not an ARG specifically about Mini Metro. What ARG is Mini Metro in? It's the iSigil ARG, according to Game Detective's wiki. Yeah.
After casting divinations 1,000 times, one may learn to keep a still heart. Yet, each foreseen omen of doom still clouds the inner lake with gathering shadows. That is why, before divining, I usually wipe clean my mind's eye to clear away stray thoughts, lest the outcome be disturbed.
Take a word of advice from someone slightly your senior. Maybe it's nothing new to you. If we treat every approaching calamity like a final reckoning, wouldn't an infinite lifespan turn into prolonged suffering?
Enjoy the present. Indeed. Yet, worldly joys are fleeting as morning dew, while our duties are as immovable as heavy mountains.
Am I thinking of There Is No Game? Hold on. Is that the name of the ARG? I'm not familiar. But it's an ARG that involves a bunch of... Here, I'm gonna search it up. And Sigil ARG. I watched a video essay about it, and the video I watched was the strangest ARG you've never heard of. Because it was like Crypt of the Necro Dancer, Quap was part of it too. They had a sigil too. But I haven't finished watching it, so I don't know how like it all ties together, what they reveal.
Diviners often miss the fun right in front of them because they foresee tomorrow's suffering. But have you ever thought about this? That so-called suffering of tomorrow might just be the poisonous fruit sown by you being terrified today.
Real though. Yeah. That's sort of like the idea that like you suffer twice. You know what I mean? Like you're worried about like something bad's gonna happen and like you worry about it. So like the fact that the bad thing is gonna happen plus you're worried about it means you suffer twice. It's attached to the concept of like, you know, if you can't do anything about it, then like why spend extra energy doing this or that? Because that's not gonna change it. You know what I mean? Like that's not gonna change what happens. And then if something good happens, then it's like you were, you know, fussing over it for nothing. Or, you know. And then, like, you know, I don't know, because it's like, if you can't do anything about it, then you can't do anything about it. So, you know, whether or not you worry about it or not, it's still gonna happen. If you can do something about it, then you can do something about it to change it. So, you know, you would rather put your energy into trying to fix it, right? Rather than, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, something I was thinking about.
It is precisely because we know the ending that every scene along the way is so precious and unique, isn't it? Look at this harbor before us. When I first set foot here,
we're at the ocean.
All these streets, the fishing boats, the people, none of them existed. As far as the eye could see,
oh gosh,
there was only fire. The seas had been vaporized, leaving only fractured seabeds and ash that blotted out the sun. The demonic legions from beyond still hadn't departed, and the waves that would surge into Dovebrook had, in that moment, not yet arrived. Just on the mountain over there, a painter and I looked out at the iron-red scars on the earth. She told me, that which vanishes is bound to return. She swore to use her brush to preserve everything claimed by the destruction.
It seems she succeeded.
And so, I too shall keep my promise to her, maintaining the course of the fantasy
giant
games
duck just
until the
watching
sands
us.
of time slip away. With every descent into this game's cycles, I shall enjoy myself to the fullest. Like sipping tea, be it sweet or bitter, I shall savor the flavor of every instant. To do otherwise would be a disservice to the people and things that have passed.
Her necklace styling, it makes me feel like it shifted. Like, it makes me feel like I want to reach. I'm like, oh, hey, your necklace shifted. Let's like put the tie in the back.
To savor a fleeting moment against the backdrop of eternity. Naturally, the flavor's profound. A pity, though. Even as a long-life species, my time is brief compared to yours. As a Cienjo native, the karma I carry is far too heavy. I could never learn how to be as carefree as you. Miss Evanescia, what to you is a game to be savored? Is a life and death reality for the living beings of plain Arcadia?
All right then. Next up, I'm entering brooding and edgy serious mode.
What a silly cooler.
That won't be necessary.
This duo.
I shall use the Eye of Ishvara to divine the fates of the people in Seafeld City. If they face imminent catastrophe,
Gosh, oh dear.
a red fate slip will be hanging above their heads.
Oh boy. Let's see what we got here.
The rainbow surveys the heavens, perceiving 1,000 forms. Across the meridians of destiny, the jade abacus reveals its script. The celestial eye opens and shuts as calamity and fortune reveal
Doctor
themselves.
Strange, is that you? Oh my gosh.
Calamity looms overhead. The crimson slip is cast.
Oh, that's yellow, not red.
Mr. Sunday will share my insight with you through the spirit bird, Miss Evanescia. Please, bear witness.
Is that their fate hanging over their heads?
We'll see what the crowd
Precisely.
is protesting about.
Come on, let's take a closer look.
That ginormous ducky on the building over there.
Why do these people have wheel slips hanging over their heads?
Their slips disappeared. Oh my gosh, why are they disappearing? Why are your wheel slips disappearing? That's the opposite of whoa, by the way.
Astral
for her
Express.
divinations.
Boo! Get
What?
out of Seafeld City!
No!
Astral
No,
Express!
you
Boo!
got it wrong. No,
Get
boo,
out
no,
of Plain
boo.
Arcadia! Oh, good afternoon. Would you two lovely young ladies care to join us in protest for the bright future of Seafeld City?
Hey, Pops. You guys are grinning like it's a holiday festival. But your slogans sound so fierce. Doesn't that feel a bit weird?
We Seafeld folk pride ourselves on our manners. Even when expressing dissatisfaction, we do it with a smile. Now that's real happiness etiquette.
We won't let anyone
Save your
ruin
energy
this
for when they
serenity.
actually get here,
Come on,
hopefully.
ma'am. We have a flag with us. You'll feel better in no time.
Their emotions are so synchronized.
Yeah.
It's like they rehearsed it. This kind of
someone told them
happiness
how to
feels like
feel.
some compulsory routine.
I know.
Your smile sends shivers down my spine. Hey, wasn't it your Director Fullwish who invited the Astral Express crew here to debate? Showing your guests away like this is hardly polite.
You!
Oh.
You're from the Astral Express, aren't you?
No, actually she's
Hey,
not.
so do I really look that much like a nameless? It's not like I have a boarding pass stuck to my face.
You... What are you so
she
happy
idolizes
about?
them.
Just look at you, dyeing your hair like that at such a young age, instead of doing something decent with yourself.
There's a
You're
lady
no better
behind
than
you
that
with green
bunny
hair.
on the Astral Express. Anyone could tell you're not from around here.
Hey, jerk! It's not dye.
Yeah, it's
And
natural.
for the record, March Bunny is adorable.
She does look like March, that's fair.
What happened to all those happy smiles on your faces before? How did you flip the switch so fast?
How's stream going? Good.
You people from beyond the sky. You just don't
In the game,
understand our
though.
happiness.
Not so much.
If you keep causing trouble, don't blame us if we get nasty.
As you can see.
My apologies. My little sister is young and doesn't know better. We'll be on our way.
Doesn't know better.
Who are you kidding? Sisters? You two aren't even the same species.
Families look all sort of ways nowadays.
Cause any more trouble and I'll call a whole boatload of Plues to toss you both into the sea as fish food.
Uh-oh. Sleeping with the fishes. Accept the TV interview. No. I already know how this goes. I'm not falling for that one. I will talk to the passionate store owner, though. If I can figure out where that is. Okay, yeah, I'll talk to the shop owner, but I've learned my lesson. I'm not talking to any more interviewers unless I know that they'll be honorable about their editing practices.
Welcome. Come try our happiness soda. One sip, and
Happiness
you'll
soda.
be as lucky as Director
Oh, no.
Fullwish all day long.
All day long.
Why is it always Fullwish? Doesn't she work in media? What's that got to do with soda?
Oh, you're an outsider. You would know. Director Fullwish is Seafeld City's pride and joy. She grew up just a street over. She's a true daughter of Seafeld.
Girl, of course she puts the debate here. She has so many people who are already on her side.
Can you
They're already
imagine
biased towards
after that
her.
terrible disaster 15 years ago? That child lost her whole family. Just a little kid. Truly heartbreaking. But she did herself proud.
Home field advantage,
She
exactly.
pulled herself through it all, relying on sheer grit and optimism. Fullwish TV, back then it was
She
still
literally
called
renamed it
Seafeld
to be
TV,
her.
even produced a special documentary about her called A Smile Against Adversity. I can't even tell you how many people were touched by it. And now, despite all her success, she hasn't forgotten to bring happiness to everyone. It's just amazing.
Man, this is so crazy.
Do you
They don't know what we know.
really feel happy right now?
They're real. Deep cuts here.
Of course. Just look at how happy I am. It's all thanks to the Research
Of
Society of
course.
Happy Smiles and Miss Fullwish.
The propaganda is
She not only
strong here.
supports the
Real.
local economy, but she's brought with her a positive attitude toward life. We can all be just like her. Forget about all those painful memories from the past and just be happy every single day. Well, If you ask me, only someone who's come from suffering like her can truly want what's best for all of us. She's the one who could deal with all those outsider supplicants running amok and bring glory to our people. Come on, why don't you try some? It's on the house. You simply have to experience the unique taste of happiness that we have here in Seafeld. Guaranteed to make you forget all your troubles.
I don't want to drink the soda that's associated with the cult leader. Thank you very much.
A wheel slip? This one's a lucky wheel too.
Look at him! Look!
Isn't
the
that
smiley
a good
face
thing?
emojis. The emoji thing on the left is mesmerizing. You mean this? There's so many emojis. Okay, we're not gonna do the TV interview because I've seen how that can go wrong.
Bid farewell to painful memories and embrace the
No,
eternal now.
not the endless now!
Let the smile of happiness become your only
This
truth.
is literally, this is endless now coded. That's so bad.
Follow Master Fullwish's path. Embrace rebirth. And you and I can both become the happiest people in this Arcadia.
Oh my god.
How very strange. No matter how many times I perform the divination,
it's been a while, yeah.
the signs hovering above the passersby in Seafeld City are all wheels, signifying peace.
Wheelie?
Is my Eye of Ishvar suffering interference from a supplicant's abilities here? But how is that possible?
I actually think your judgment is looking more and more likely. The pedestrians on the roadside, the fishermen at the port, the shopkeepers on the street, and the ones preaching happiness. From the moment I entered this port city, I felt it. Something stirring gently within them, resonating with the same essence I carry. This entity is far too faint. I can scarcely feel its strength. It was once shattered to nothing, crushed into powder, burned down to ash, nearly extinguished. But it has no concept of death, and so it simply went to sleep. It quietly lurks, waiting for the farmer to scatter it across the fields. Given time, it will inevitably wake up again.
I believe most people in this city must have undergone the happiness surgery.
Not the happiness
Just
surgery.
look at the spectacle the Smile Society is putting on over there.
At the courtyard, you once said, "Fortune rests upon misfortune."
A great calamity for some, but for others, perhaps a turning point leading to ultimate bliss. There really is something that lets people survive apocalyptic disaster, then a wheel slip hanging above their heads would be only fitting. However, those who survive will no longer be human.
By that time, there won't be any need for a general of the Xianzhou to petition an audience. The gaze of the hunt will be firmly locked on this place. Follow me.
What's your plan?
My plan? As the referee of the Fantasy
former
Games,
referee, yeah.
Former referee, I mean. When faced with a supplicant who blatantly breaks the rules and dispenses blessings on a whim, the only thing I can do is issue an executive ruling.
So, this so-called ruling, does it involve summoning a bolt of lightning from the sky to just zap Foolish dead out of nowhere?
Oh gosh.
It's nothing so violent.
Yeah, I was
For
gonna
my
say.
judgment,
Look at
I must
this.
first retrieve the sacred instrument.
Sacred
Only
instrument?
by using it to measure the
This place is
supplicant's
so
crimes
pretty.
can we sever her power. It's like a gardener pruning overgrown. We're almost there.
Oh. You're like, yeah, whose idea? No! We don't need to resort to such drastic measures. Mew, 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 mew. Look, are these the instruments of which you speak?
Please keep off the grass and refrain from picking flowers. We ask that you treat public facilities with care.
This place is so pretty. Whoa, not the ominous
this
fog.
You keep this sacred instrument out here in broad daylight? Aren't you worried someone might make it disappear?
Hold your horses. We've still got a ways to go. As for my precious measuring instrument, do you really think I'd just leave it lying around in the middle of nowhere?
With all due respect, there is no path ahead. I get it. It's probably just an optical illusion. Extraordinary beings like you always love pulling that "the path only opens to the destined" trick. What's next? A secret passphrase? Do I find a stone matrix and jump through it? Or maybe, do you sing a little song, wave your hand, and the trees just obediently stand up and split into 2 neat rows?
I'm no woof woof Dawn. I don't have that kind of skill.
Oh my god.
A long time ago, I raised a floating island right here for someone to paint. To prevent others from wandering in by mistake, I asked that artist to paint thick fog and woodland here, so passersby wouldn't stray inside.
I feel like there's better ways to keep people from
As long as I play my song, the fog
bizarre melody. Okay. Oh, Rita Honkai is good. Yeah! It's been a good time. Although I'll probably be wrapping up soon, so I'm gonna see if we can find a good stopping point. 2 special types of Wispay that exist in interplanar jump. Be attracted to the Trailblazemon and gradually move closer. They possess no offensive capabilities. Additionally, when they spot a help bot, they will immediately shift their attention and move towards the help bot instead.
That's a cute puppy.
Interesting.
Looks like it's taken a liking to you.
Okay, like, oh. Like that, that's what you need? Okay, I see what you want. You gotta do this first, then that, okay.
I'll just borrow this cutie's head for a sec.
Oh my gosh, are they okay? Oops. Well, at least they can survive the spikes. Gosh. And then interact with that. Okay. Oh, they're gone. Oh, hopefully this dog stays there. Otherwise, big trouble. Ooh, wait, hold on. Ooh. Okay. Treasure! Klonoa looking mighty different. That's crazy. Speaking of Klonoa, I was actually part of a Klonoa fan arrangement album with Resident Union. I sang for one of the tracks. Oopsie. How do I guess I do back. Oh, maybe Bizarre Melody. Oh, yeah, it was really fun. Wait, we're playing DDR? I remember this score being, oh, what the? I'm not gonna be able to remember that. Remember in like, hopefully it stays up. In Deltarune with the piano. Yeah, it looks like Simon Says it's crazy. Orpheus is liar. Whoa. Interesting. Step into the floating aisle and retrieve the ruler blade.
Please keep off the grass and refrain from picking flowers. We ask that you treat public facilities with...
I want to check out this floating aisle. Oh, that scared me. That wolf with something in its mouth.
What do you think? It's beautiful, isn't it?
It's the ambrosial arbor.
Compared to the Yuchue scenery, I suppose
so
it's
pretty.
more natural.
This reminds me of Genshin.
Would it kill you to pay a compliment?
Oh.
What are you laughing at?
What's so funny?
My apologies. I didn't mean to mock. I was merely curious. Is this thing really the sacred instrument with which you pass judgment upon supplicants? Is it really just a literal ruler?
Which story this is? This is Honkai Star Rail's Plain Arcadia chapter for the 4.2 update. Thank you for the water check.
Hey, don't underestimate the spirit branch of true law. When it first appeared in the form of a blade 150 years ago, it could cleave a mountain in half with a single effortless swing.
Miss Evanescia, let's keep such fanciful tales between us, shall we? Best not go spreading them around. If any of the Cosmicon Collective players find out, we'll never hear the end of their complaints about how mountain-busting power levels are for noobs.
I never expected a high-ranking Xianzhou general to be so well-versed in the gossip here on Plain Arcadia.
Such is the way of a diviner. To enter a place is to observe its local custom.
Same goes for us arbiters. Times change, and my
Power
babies
scalar
have to
communities
change
in
with them.
shambles. Oh my gosh.
Just picture it. A pretty girl in a school uniform, striding through the streets with a giant sword slung over her shoulder. You're right.
I see you are a law-abiding citizen, Miss Evanescia. Cute. Now then, please, begin your measuring.
With the ruler. I still can't get over the fact that it's like an actual ruler. Uh-oh.
Weigh and sever this world, and engrave the laws of the cosmos. Spirit branch of true law. By the scale that adjudicates reality and illusion, truth and falsehood. Measure for me all sins beneath the Phantom Moon that transgress the law.
The laws are so loose in Plain Arcadia, though. Ah! Oh, I don't like the cult to jump scare.
What's going on? It's telling me Full Wish is not a supplicant.
Well, she isn't yet? Question mark? Like, I thought...
If she's not a supplicant, then there's no way to judge whether she's transgressed or not.
Well, she just went on TV and announced that, like, she was a supplicant. Maybe she's making that up! She's a liar!
What
Not surprised,
do you mean?
not surprised.
If Full Wish isn't a supplicant, why would she
She's here to play
openly
games.
declare that
She's
she's
here
joining
to
the Phantom Moon Games?
Continue her cult.
And that mask, back of the altar, shaped like an eight-legged creature. Just who does it belong to?
She's just doing it to get the attention for her cult. Yeah. Yeah, she's cheating or she's lying. Either way.
Behind that mask, countless supplicants are wearing it. They're spread across all Sifu... No, all of Duo mentioned City too. Supplicants. They're everywhere. Not
You're a
in the
supplicant.
history
You're a
of the
supplicant.
Fantasy Games have I ever seen a situation like this.
General, someone is approaching your position.
Oh.
It's Dan Heng
And...
Dan
and two
Heng,
others.
You've returned.
I was expecting it to be Dan Heng and one other
And
person.
The one beside you. Blade. Or perhaps I should call you by your true name. One of the Xianzhou's most wanted criminals.
Indeed.
Yingxing.
Yeah, this is 4.2 story.
You've delivered yourself
I
into
haven't
my
gone anywhere from
hands.
this update yet.
Good.
General of the Yuchue,
I don't know if I want to.
your vision remains confined within the laws of the
I
Xianzhou.
have to finish the story. He's like, get a load of this guy.
I came here to kill our common enemy.
Our common enemy. You are the Xianzhou's enemy.
Whoa!
Ever since you became a Stellaron hunter, you have slain countless emissaries of judgment sent by the Shuling Palace of Law to capture you. You even incited the artisans of the Juming to reforge your blade, entangling them in your crimes. But your most unforgivable crime is daring to break into the Ten Lords Commission restricted area on the Xianzhou Yuchue with your accomplices. You destroyed the Ashen Steelwood, disturbed the slumber of our valiant heroes, and stole the secrets of the dead. What kind of vision drove you to commit the countless crimes of your past? And what common enemy could possibly stand between you and me? By all means, enlighten me.
Oh?
Oh, hello,
Well, I was in
Asheville.
seclusion all these years. You've clearly been up to quite a lot. If I'd known you were such a magnet for trouble back when you came to the Juming, begging for a sword, I would have dragged you out of the forge and drafted you into my crew myself. Time.
Oh, sorry, I thought you. Dragged you out of the forge and drafted you into my crew myself, tied up if necessary.
And this would be?
Hello.
A pleasure to meet you, General Yao Guang. It's truly touching that my friends on the Xianzhou have kept me in their thoughts for all these years.
Asheville built that sword?
I never change my name, no matter where
Or
I
maybe he,
roam.
like, just gave it to me.
I
La Mancha,
am
yeah.
La Mancha.
You're obviously using a fake name.
the comic editing.
The head of the Galaxy Rangers. I didn't expect this trip to come with such a pleasant surprise.
General, I'm afraid old grudges will have to wait.
They have some crazier
What
things
we need
at
to
hand,
discuss concerns the survival of this world, and that catastrophic calamity you foresaw in your divination.
I won't deny the crimes you've listed,
Oh my gosh.
but I know full well that the Xianzhou cares nothing for the life or death of someone guilty like me. What you truly want is to exact a blood debt from the nemesis who has repeatedly awakened demonic stars, summoned abominations, and could not be slain even after 100 deaths. You wish to subdue the emanator of the abundance, Shu-Hu, once again, and even deny them rebirth for all eternity.
It would make sense that he's like, that's our common enemy.
And now, General, I have brought this opportunity before you. If you are dead set on condemning me to answer for my crimes, I will submit to your judgment and board the Navis Astridura for the Shuling's Inquisition. But as I said, I did not come here today to play the savior.
Wow, what an unexpected
I came to stop the past from repeating itself, and to prevent our common enemy from having their way. General, if you do not want the fate of the Battle of the Fenghu from 30 years ago to fall at your feet, then you must believe what I am about to say. The happiness surgery, promoted by the Smile Society, utilizes none other than Shu-Hu's cells.
Unknown source.
Cells acquired from an unknown source.
Oh, why? Why that? Why the sound effect?
You mean everyone who underwent the surgery?
Have all become supplicants. Once the wish power converges, the will of the flesh will awaken and turn every host into
This is
nourishment.
Is that how this works? We should just like become almighty. Like here, eat a piece of my hair. You can become a supplicant too, and then we have a bunch of. No, that's crazy.
The one wearing the 8-legged mask is not a single person. It is an emanator of the abundance, dismembered and currently parasitizing the bodies of the masses here. Who on earth could have brought something so terrifying to plain Arcadia?
I feel like that's a good spot to leave off for today. Hi Rita, how are you? I'm good! Oh, we have a POV switch. I wonder when we can... I'll probably pause here though, because I could always come back to the story.
Oh, what innocence!
I need to skedaddle.
We all saw it with our own eyes.
I got school
You
stuff
got your
to take care
supplicant's
of.
mask stolen, and we're strung up for a
But
beating.
we'll start here. I feel that was a good cliffhanger. Oh my gosh, that's so crazy! Oh, that's so creepy though. That they all like nothing. I feel like nothing could ever make me like not suspicious of the surgery like that. But I guess those people were desperate for like anything or any sort of relief that they were willing to undergo such a sketchy surgery. Gosh. But to think that they have like pieces of like, so, yeah, crazy and creepy for sure. Goodness gracious. And yeah, Shine, thank you so much for the reminder. My next stream will be on Sunday. We're going to be playing more Future Redeemed. And then after that, hopefully, I remember, we will be raiding into my cover of Your Voice from Xenoblade Chronicles. And that'll be it for this week. Next week will probably be more, let's see, Honkai Star Rail. And maybe Trails, and then probably Fire Emblem. Maybe we'll take Xenoblade out of the rotation for one. I don't know. I'll see. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. And yeah, I hope you have a wonderful rest or a wonderful rest of your day. And I don't give you the wings to fly. Cyber Angel, Kamishiro. So, bye! Bye-bye! On the Twitch side, we're gonna be raiding into somebody who I believe raided into me before for Honkai Star Rail. And then for the YouTube side, we are going to, oh my gosh, she said I was playing Tomodachi Life. Tomodachi Life. Go ahead and raid into there. Alrighty, you all have a good rest or good rest of your day. Bye! Yeah, this is the end, of course, of today's stream, but we'll see you next time. Bye!